as it turned out. So that was good. Good. Okay. This is the part where I talk about how I stink at YouTube intros. Cool. If you're new, this is a great time to join my channel and my subscriber base. The small and mighty subscriber base. Because we're about to kick off 2019. It's going to be a great year. A lot of cool things happening. But the purpose of this video is to kind of reflect on 2018. So, that being said, I could go into some specific detail about 2018, but I think I'll just kind of go sort of season by season almost. So winter was pretty great. Yeah, winter was, not a whole lot happened. It was pretty chill. It was mostly school. January and February are usually times for me where I'm like, this stinks, because it's like you've done so much of the school year already, but there's still a long way to go. It's kind of that burnout point for me. Plus, I'm not a huge winter person. Don't love winter. And winter is a thing here, that's for sure. So I think for me, that those are burnout months, but they were not terribly bad this year. Just not a lot happened. We started kicking off the crazy amount of travel I did in February for a trip to Cincinnati. Did a lot of college visits this year. I can't even remember the number of them, but it's something like, probably like 5 or 6 just this year. Plus going back to some of those places a second time to then interview for the program. So that was a lot of traveling. So that kind of kicked off in February. I also did a show in February. For those of you who don't know, I'm a big theater person. Tech theater, lighting, that's my thing. That's what I'm going to study in college. That's what I plan to go into. And 2018 was a fantastic year for me, like career-wise. I did 10 shows this year. So the first of those was in February. I was the board operator for Nonsense at a local community theater. So that was a really fun time. If you don't know what the board operator does, they sit there and they monitor the show, make sure everything is going well for lighting in this case, and also keep up with the show and fire the cues with the right buttons at the right times to make the live performance happen. So that was what I did for February. And summertime was pretty great. I was gone for 12 consecutive weeks this summer. That's where most of the travel comes in. I had a job at a theater where I used to live, and I was their lighting intern for the summer, over 5 shows in the span of 11 weeks. It was a fantastic experience, 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Summer stock theater is an insane schedule. You close a show on a Saturday, you open the next one on Thursday, which means basically you have 2 days to load in, get one show out of the building, get another show in the building before, the tech rehearsals come in, and you're just, so it's a short time span, but it's a lot of fun, and it was a good experience. So I did that for most of the summer, and that was, it's a lot of work. I also designed 2 kids shows while I was there. So I basically did 7 shows in the span of 11 weeks, which was absolutely insane. My entire life was theater. I loved it. It is a lot of work at the end of the day to do that many shows in that span of time. So as much as I really love theater, it was good to call that done and be like, wow, you accomplished this, and then move on. So then I traveled for a week with my family. We went to Philadelphia, went to New York City, so that was a good time. I got to see some Broadway shows, which was fantastic. Got to see a lot of cool history sites in Philadelphia, and just seeing New York City was pretty impressive. It's one of those things that's like, you hear about it and see it so much, and just kind of like be there. It's like, wow, I'm actually here. Kind of brings it to life. So that was a great trip. Then after New York City, I had about a week before school starts, just kind of recuperate and get everything put back together, get all my stuff back in the house after being gone so long. Then I started off the school year and started senior year, which still boggles my mind. And now I'm sitting here a full semester into senior year going, wow, I have a semester of high school left. When did this happen? I think also just like mentally preparing for the fact this is my last year of high school didn't happen over the summer because I was busy. So then it was just like show, 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 and then travel, and then I get back and it's like, oh, it's senior year now. Like, when did this occur? Um, the fall of 2018 was pretty great too. I got healthier. I started working out on a daily basis. I lost some weight. I got into a good routine with school. I cut down on procrastination. I got a lot of things accomplished. And I got good grades in some hard classes that I was worried about. So I feel like I accomplished a lot this fall semester. And that was all on top of traveling like 8 or 9 weekends out of the 15-week semester. So just like I was busy. This is like Christmas break's been great because I had some downtime to just like chill. But yeah, it was a crazy semester, but a lot of great things happened, and I love traveling. Like it's so much fun, and I enjoy it. So getting to do that was awesome. It was a little much at times, but then just like being able to get out and go see things and see colleges and all that stuff was great. So we did, trips to Pittsburgh, see Point Park University, went to West Virginia. So where else did we go? Went to Otterbein in Columbus. We went to Penn State University. So we really got around over the course of the fall. So it was a good experience. I actually went to Penn State twice over the course of this year because we went back for my interview at the beginning of this month. So overall, totaling up all the travel I did, I'll have to share my like Google timeline a little bit to like people understand like how many places I went. And it was all fairly condensed to, like the Midwest and the East. Didn't go west of the Mississippi this year. Stayed in the Midwest and East area, but covered a lot of ground. So overall, if you count the time I was away from home for a summer theater, and then all the traveling we did aside from that, I was gone from this place, from my home, for 107 nights this year. Which is kind of mind-blowing to me that I was gone that much. It was all really good things, but just like to think about that, basically for about a third of the year, almost, I was gone. So that's kind of how much I traveled. It's like, wow, looking back on that, I was all over the place. But I enjoyed it, and I'm going to be doing some more traveling next year. 2019 is going to be a great year. 2018 had its moments. Had its ups and downs. Overall, I'm going to call it a good year. Was it the best year of my life ever? Hard to say. I made a lot of great career advancements. I learned a lot about life. I learned a lot about theater and lighting. I would see a lot of cool places. I met a lot of great people. And yeah, some bad things happened along the way, but I'm not going to get into that and be negative. There are some situations and it happens. You kind of regroup a little bit and you recreate some friend groups and you keep moving on. That's why I'm not going for like this new year, new me kind of thing. I'm a big believer in learning from all of your current experiences and moving on with those. So this is a good time for me to reflect, which is the point of this video. The new year is a good time to reflect and look at where you've gone and where you're going. But I'm not doing a big resolution this year. It's just kind of keep trending upwards. I think 2018 was a good forward progress, and I'm going to keep working on that in 2019. But yeah, I kind of got off track there. To talk about the fall, I designed 2 shows for community theater locally. That was a great experience. I really feel like I took a lot of what I learned this summer and what I've learned over the several years now and put it to work. And I designed a show called Arsenic and Old Lace, and it ended up being very well received. And I was just really happy with the way that turned out. And I feel like a real triumph of like my young career. So I was really pumped about that. That's kind of, I would say that's I'm not going to say the highlight because there's a lot of highlights to 2018. That's definitely up there. That's a big one. One of my proudest moments of 2018 was pulling off that show. 2019, 2019, looking forward, I'm going to graduate high school. I'm going to Europe for 2 weeks on trip. So stay tuned for those vlogs. They're coming in a few months. We're going to a lot of fantastic places. I have some more potential shows lined up over the course of the year. I have to make my college admissions decision. Not admissions decision, that's what they do. I have to make my choice of college and where I'm going to go. And then later in the year, I will go there. So to start, choose a college, start college, graduate, turn 18, go to Europe. Those are just the things I know are going to happen, and there's so much more. I'm working on trying to figure out where I'm going to end up in terms of like summer employment, and trying to figure out more shows for this year. So yeah, there's a lot of things in the works and a lot of great things going to happen in 2019. And I'm really pumped to start the new year. So to kind of sum it up, I think looking back at 2018, it's kind of hard for me to call it a good or bad year. I mean, it was a good year. It was definitely a good year. It had its highs and lows. I'm sure 2019 will too. This is probably like some of the most optimistic I've been going into a year, because I really know like a lot of things are going to happen, like college and graduation and stuff like that. So I feel very optimistic going into this year. And just to try and increase my presence on YouTube, I think I got a good start to that. So my most watched video this year, the Try Not to Laugh Challenge. Thank you for support on that. Over 100 views. I did not expect to get like the 100 view mark on a video so fast. So that was really cool. I've actually been surprised with the support so far. Like, it's been amazing, and I know it's like small on like YouTube scale, but I was impressed with how far this channel came this year, and I'm excited to keep moving it forward next year. So that's going to be great. Yeah, so 2018 was good, and I'm optimistic about 2019, and I'm ready to bring in the new year. And I hope you guys have a great New Year's. Stay safe out there. Have a good celebration. Let me know how your 2018 went in the comments, and something maybe you're planning to do for 2019. So yeah, have a happy new year, and I will see you in 2019.
I know that you like it like that. I wear designer, check the name on the tag. White fox fur on my jacket. Excuse me, that's a